Hello friends, welcome to Squaird Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie, and today I'm going to be setting up the month of September in my agenda half-letter planner. We'll decorate the monthly pages in a fun coffee day theme, so come plan with me. And I've got a few mild liners here ready to go, along with a couple of washi tapes I'll be using. I also have this wall washi as well. And then a bunch of die-cut washi stickers on a roll. And this Planning Things sticker book, which I'll pull from. Okay, you guys, so we are going to start off with the monthly spread that I'll be designing here. So if you're new to my channel, basically I like to set up all the monthly pages in a similar theme for each of my planners. So this planner here, my agenda planner, is my main planner where I do all of my tasks and my events, appointments, things like that. So I'm going to be setting up this page and my monthly goals pages on camera with you in the same theme. And then I'll show you a couple of other pages that I've also already pre-designed at the end of the video. So you could just see how all the monthly pages will coordinate together in this theme. So to start, I've put a few corners in from that wall washi, just basically cutting out a rectangle and then dividing it in half and laying those into the corners. I've also laid down a fresh sheet of wax paper at the start, and I use that so that I can pre-plan out my spread and move things around until I'm happy, and then I'll transfer that over to the spread. So I'm working in some washi tape now, and I have this really deep tonal, almost like a coffee color washi tape with a script writing over it. And I really like that for this theme. Just the colors and the vibes I think will work really nicely. But I am kind of leaning into the typewriter look with this theme. I kind of feel like typewriters and coffee go together. And so the typewriter font, I have a washi tape in that I'm going to pull in, as well as a couple of washi stickers on a roll that include quotes and washi stains mixed in. So I'll just be kind of peppering those in where I see fit. I'm pretty sure everything so far that I've laid down has been from Journal Say, which has been my most used location for finding decor for my planner these days. I really like what they do. This matte PET tape here is a great example of how you get a lot of variety of options, lots of decor, big, small, and so many choices on their site. And the costs are really low, I think, for what you get. So it's definitely one of my favorite shops overall these days for decor stickers. I'm just going to mention this in case you are new to my channel or you follow my channel but maybe not regularly. If you like any of the spreads I end up doing my plan with me's on, I do include all of the links to the items that I'm using down below in the description if they're available. And I will say with Journal Say, things go out of stock super fast. So maybe like 2 or 3 months after I show my Journal Say hauls, these things a lot of times will go out of stock. So I will put the links there if they exist. But your best bet is to follow my channel, look for those Journal Say haul videos, and then if you see something that catches your eye, snatch it up then before it's too late. I just had a few comments in the past, asking, why I can't find the stickers or the links don't work. And I just wanted to clarify that in a few videos in case you missed the previous videos where I mentioned that about Journal Say and kind of the turnover for that shop. Now, all that said, I have been working away here on this theme as I was talking, and I put a couple of decor stickers in the corners with the wall washi. Also added some highlight textures with the coffee stains and even a quote or two, all from that die cut sticker roll. Now I'm pulling in a couple of circle stickers here onto the actual functional areas of my monthly. I do use my planner. I don't just decorate my planners. I use them. So I'm always trying to work around the functionality of the planner and what I need. So these circle stickers are going to serve a purpose. I have a vacation kind of thing planned, road trip slash vacation with one of my friends to go see BTS in LA, if you're a BTS fan. I am not actually a huge BTS fan, but my friend is, so we're going together just for the experience and just have a good time. So anyway, I'll be on vacation that span of days between Tuesday and Friday, and I have that nice washi tape there to bridge the vacation days, and I have the start and the end marked with the circles. I'm also going to pull in some smaller circles to highlight holidays, birthdays, any kind of events or, major things I know are going on in the month. And that's going to be it. So it's just a nice little way to highlight some of those added things that I don't normally do and make it also color coordinate with the monthly theme. So I've already taken off the wax paper so that I can start prepping this spread for the stickers. I'm going to white out the lines, the really thin, fine lines for those empty days, just so when I lay the stickers in, you're not really seeing those black lines pop through. It's not going to be too much of a problem because the PET stickers that I'm using are pretty opaque. They do have a little bit of transparency to them, but not as much as like a normal clear sticker would. So I really do like PET clear stickers for that purpose. And these ones too, I think I mentioned earlier, are matte. So they don't have as much of a sheen on them, so they don't reflect as much light, which I really actually like as well. They blend a little bit better into the theme. And I'm just moving things over in clusters where I can, so I don't have to take too much time replacing everything onto this spread. Also adjusting things as I go, if they were a little bit crooked or if things were kind of, tucked in or folded under, just making those corrections as I go. And you can see I'm concentrating most of the decor in the two corners there because that's where I had the most empty days. But I do want to have a little bit of decor all around the spread. So where I can fit it in, I'm adding in some smaller decor items as well. I do like to reuse my trimmings whenever possible. So I just trimmed off a coffee stain washi sticker. So I'm just going to try to reuse that right below it and see if that looks good. And I think it did. Lay in the rest of these more functional elements. And now we'll cut apart the pages. And trim the edges. I never really know what's going to be coming up in my monthlies these days. I used to have a pretty boring life, and so I didn't really use my monthlies all that much, but now I've got a few things going on. I'm back in my hometown, whereas before I was kind of like in a new city and didn't have a huge social life, but now that I'm back with friends and family, I have a lot of things happening more often than I did before, so definitely using that monthly to its fullest. So we have moved on now to the next spread we're going to set up here, which is my monthly goals and weekly tasks spread. These inserts that you're seeing that I'm using are all printables from my Etsy shop. I basically build a whole custom planner for myself every year. And since I started doing that, I just decided to make those same printables available online, as well as a whole bunch of other options that I've made in the past for people like me that just like the freedom of being able to print your own, customize things, really dial in your planner setup. So if that sounds like you, if you really want custom elements to your planner, if you want to reorder it the way you want, back things up. You can even request custom changes on my website, and I can give you a quote on any, customizations off of anything on my store. So if that's you, if you feel like the generic planners aren't meeting your needs, definitely check out my Etsy shop. That will also be linked down below in the video description, squaredplans.etsy.com. I'm sorry for all the information. I just feel like this is the time of year where everybody's looking for new things. And so I wanted to put that out there in case you are new to my channel or are unfamiliar with my shop or products. So back to what I'm doing here. As you can see, I'm using all the same elements I did on the monthly and am combining them in a similar way, but with a little bit of a different twist. Still got the corners of wall washi and the decor stickers I'm laying in now, along with some of those quotes with the typewriter font, the coffee stains, the brown washi, the typewriter washi, all linking that together again here on this spread. And this spread I will be filling out with monthly goals. I usually do its own video where I fill out the monthly and or quarterly goals that go along with it at the same time and do a video on it. So you can really see a planning process every month. So right now I'm just kind of setting up the decor to eliminate, extra work at that stage of the video, as well as, again, just kind of linking all of the monthly pages together in this one theme. And then I'll go back and work through what goals I really want to tackle for the month and then how I'm going to break them down into weekly tasks. So if that's something of interest to you, check out those videos. I tend to do them once every month, but earlier in the year I had a little bit of a health issue, so I missed a couple of months in there. But overall, if you want to see anything from the past, I will likely have a video on it. So now I'm just trying to spread out some of this decor in and around the spread without really hindering that functional area. So I don't want to cover up anything that I might need to fill up goals or list out my tasks. So I'm trying to stick to the edges, maybe encroaching a little bit into some of the areas, but if it doesn't work out at the time when I'm actually doing my goal setup, I can always add a box over top of it or even remove stickers if they're just hindering the functionality, because I use my planner, as I mentioned, and that is its sole purpose. The decor is just a way to help keep me engaged and excited about being in it. So we'll go ahead and start moving things over. I think I got enough decor on there to get us started. And I haven't whited out any of the black lines on this one, which I think I'm going to have to go back and do on some of these, just because there's a lot of white stickers, that PET sticker type. So if it's a dark color, you definitely won't see those black lines, but white or light beige, you can see a little bit of a ghosting of the darker lines from behind it. So down at the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and go back and fix that in a bit. But everything else, I'm just trying to move it over and see how it performs as far as on top of what and what's it hindering, and then making adjustments if I see I need to. This spread and the one before, I am utilizing the four corners, top and bottom, for the main layout design. So I'm carrying that in again here on this spread as well for the monthly goals task pages here. So it's kind of like a layout formula that you can reuse on different spreads, since most of the spreads have a little bit of wiggle room around the corners that you can play with. So if you are just looking for an idea for a layout, a corner design is really good. If you focus your energy, if you will, on those areas and kind of build those up in clusters, that will make for a good design overall without being too complicated. It's a lot better to go into a design if you're new to stickering or, new to a layout with a bit of a plan or at least a strategy. So for me, I have a few layouts that I tend to repeat over and over in different ways on various spreads, no matter what the design is, and kind of work in. So quarter designs are good, top and bottom borders, side borders are good. You can even do the spine on some of them, just a nice decorative spine. There's also diagonal sweeps through your spreads. Those are just some options for layout designs that you may have seen me do in the past. I tend to see a lot more on Instagram and Facebook of designs a little more random where, you're taking up quite a bit of space in that functional area. So my layouts tend to focus more on functionality first with decor enveloping it. If you need more ideas for a specific layout, I do have a couple of videos just kind of showing 10 layout ideas for vertical, horizontal, for dashboard, and I will try to link those down below in the description as well. Lastly, I'm going to put in some circles that I'll be using for labeling out my monthly goals. And then I will add in some highlighter just to keep the coloring and everything consistent. At the end of the video, do keep watching so you can see how the other pages came out. And that's going to do it for us, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Bye.